Hey, how's it going? I've noticed some people running into the same problems using my add-on, so I was gonna make a little tips and tricks video to show how to fix them. So, say you've created your numbers, you've chosen a cool font that you like, centered numbers, and converted to mesh. And you go to create your dice, and nothing happens. But in the list, it says that the D20 has been created, but it's not there. So usually, what the problem is here is D20 and isolated is that it's overlapping the 20, not D20. What am I talking about? So what you want to do is separate them. So easiest way to do this is just hover over it, press L, and move it slightly. If you want them to be overlapping like that, what you're gonna have to do is manually go in here on vertices, like move them to where it looks like they're, intersecting, but they're not. Then you want to combine them, and it's a whole ordeal. It's definitely not like impossible, but it takes some Blender know-how. So, like, if you want to do that, I suggest just looking up Blender, like, getting started videos, and it'll teach you what you need to know. But now, okay, you've separated them, they're not touching. You go to create the D20, and oh no, the 0 isn't there, but when you go into edit mode, it's just weird. So what the problem is when this happens is we isolate the 20 again. Up here you can select face orientation, and you see that the 0 is red. If we go out, it's the only one that's red. That means that it's inverted. What you want to do is press L, select the whole thing. Oh yeah, sometimes if you're worried about that, sometimes when you go to press L like this, it'll only select one face, but that's just like the other ones, like that. Just the camera, select. That it's no problem whatsoever. It won't affect the dice. So you select it, press Alt N, I think. Yeah, Alt N, flip. There you go. Perfect. Now when you go to create the die, there you go. Perfect. No problem whatsoever. Another problem some people have run into is they make their numbers center and they want their numbers to be tiny. Like that. Convert, and then you go to make the dice and no numbers. If you look inside of the die, you'll actually see that numbers are there, they're just floating because they're too small. What you need to do then is select all of them, press S for scale, and then you want to lock onto the Z axis and pull them out a bit. Like that maybe. Then you want to go here to Object, Apply, Scale. And let's try again. There you go. If you're gonna print your dice with this small font though, you might have problem printing them, just saying. Okay, so you want to change your 20 to be like a crit number. You convert it to mesh, there you go. Now you just delete the 20, and you can import whatever mesh you want and rename it to 20. Or if you want, say, a letter, you can press Shift A to get this menu, or up here, add, and text. And then you press Tab to edit the text. So you want an A, and you just there. You can also, for example, another font, like Windings, to quickly get like, oh cool, sun. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Then here in geometry, you can extrude it like so. Then object, convert, mesh. Now you have a mesh. Now you want to, oops, slide down. Place it so that it's, oh yeah, if you have this thing where it's scaling weird, just object, set origin, geometry. There you go. Put it in the middle. Actually, what you can do is, to get it exactly in the middle, Shift S to get this menu, selection to cursor. There you go. And then you can scale it to be like a good size. Make sure that it's in this scale, something that fits the other numbers. And then you wanna rename it to 20. And then we create your D20. Bam. Done. Cool. And then you can just print it. This method is like the exact same if you want to change your underscore. There. You want to change the underscore to be a dot, for example. Say you want the underscore and you want the there. So you just delete it. Then you Shift A, create a cylinder, and you scale it down. You move it, something like that. In this, then you change the name of it to underscore. Oh yeah, you also need to apply all transforms. Okay. Now when you make your dice, there, they have a little dot instead of the underscore. There. Okay, another problem some people have run into is they've chosen a font. Say, for example, you choose Windings. You change your font and you center it. And these are here to be like a guide. So as you can tell, it's way too big. You're gonna have to either scale it down a lot, like that, or manually go in and like crunch it up, kind of. But yeah, some fonts just won't work. Like Windings, for example. Now, say you don't want an underscore. Say you're making dice that are like symbols instead of numbers. So the 6 and the 9 won't be confused. Say they're like the 6 is a sun and the 9 is a moon, something like that. And you just don't want example, Windings. Already had to set the Windings. Here, say you make a D6 with Windings. Now the underscore is gonna mess that up. What you want, if you use delete the underscore, then it won't work. See, it's all messed up now. And this is a feature that I will add later. So for now, just move it somewhere where it won't bother you. And then apply all transforms. And now you make your D6. Bam. Fly in your way. Again, I'm gonna add a feature later, so you can just choose if you want your underscore or not. I'm also gonna add a feature that choose if you want a dot or an underscore, but that's for another time. So yeah, if you have any more questions at all, just don't hesitate to message me on Etsy or Discord or YouTube, whatever. I'll probably answer a lot faster on some of those than others. Like YouTube, yeah, I don't really check YouTube that often. I don't get notifications, so if you have an important question, message me on Discord or Etsy. And this is funky. Maybe don't use windings for your dice.